Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about a very interesting idea, labeling theory. Now, you might be wondering what labeling theory is. Well, it's not about the stickers on your packages or the label on your cereal box. It's a concept from psychology and sociology that basically says stop name calling people. Labeling theory is how labels like bad kid or troublemaker can change a way a person sees themselves and even lead them to behave in ways that fit them. The main idea is when society gives people negative labels, it can affect how they view themselves and make them more likely to act in ways that match the labels. So, labels can actually increase the chances of someone getting in trouble again. Now, let's break it down. What exactly is labeling theory? A sociologist named William J. Chambliss defines it as the idea that deviance or bad behavior isn't something that happens in the act itself. Instead, it happens because of how society reacts to and labels that behavior. For example, if someone was caught stealing, society might label him as a thief. After this label was given to them, people treat them differently, maybe due to just distrust or suspicion. The crazy part is when the person believes that he's a thief, they might start stealing more. It's like when society tells you you're a criminal, then you act like one. Moncrief and Aben, in the work Power of Labeling, explain once again that label is placed on someone. It changes the way that people see them, often in a bad way. And sociologist Plummer also said that labels can harm how people see themselves, and this can cause them to act in ways that fit the label they've been given. Now, let's look at a famous example that shows this situation. The Saints and the Roughnecks. Yes, they're not the real names, they're actually labels. So these are two groups of boys called the Saints and the Roughnecks that was studied by Charles William Chambliss. Both groups of boys did bad things, but here's the difference. The Saints are from middle class families, while the Roughnecks were from low income families. Even though both groups did same bad things, the Saints were actually seen as good kids by teachers and society, while the Roughnecks were labeled as troublemakers. The result? The Saints went on to have a successful life after high school. They had good opportunities and people saw them on positive light. On the other hand, the Roughnecks had a hard time. They were stuck with the negative label. Many of them ended up with low income paying jobs and worse, got in trouble with law. This really shows how powerful labels can be. They can change someone's future. So, what can we do to change these things? An important point comes from the article What's in a Label by Denver, Ballou, and Dewitt. They suggest we should use person first language. Instead of calling someone an alcoholic, for example, we could say that a person has alcoholism. This small change helps us remember that a person is more than just their label. It focuses on their humanity and avoids reducing them to something they have done or just part of who they are. So, what can we learn from all of this? Well, labels are very powerful. They not only shape how a person sees you, they also shape how the person sees themselves. If we keep labeling people in negative ways, we might actually be encouraging the behavior we want to stop. Instead of calling people deviant or delinquents, we should try to look past that mistake and give them a chance to do better. After all, the person is more than the label they've been given. Let's remember, don't judge a book by its label. Thank you.